Hello, kids. Welcome to our new lesson for week 2, again under quarter 1 for Science 4. And this time, we're going to discuss and talk about the importance and impact of inventions on everyday life. So, remember last week, we talked about the famous foreign and Filipino scientists with their inventions. Now, this time, let's talk about its importance and impact in our everyday lives, no? So, ano ba yung kahalagahan ng mga invention nila sa buhay natin, no? Dumali ba yung buhay natin from their inventions? Nagkaroon ba ng bagong innovation from that? And ano ba yung mga naging impact nito sa buhay natin? So, let's try to talk about that for this week. So, let's have our learning competency. So, you're going to use information from home or the local community to identify a scientific invention and explain its impact on their everyday lives. So, let's have the day one. Okay, for day one, we have here guess what. Okay, so we have here some word list, and some of these are the inventions previously discussed, and your role is to guess which invention it is from the list of inventions below. So we have here a list of words. So please take note of this. Because we're going to use this for this whole week. So we have plane, jeepney, cell phone, refrigerator, plastic cup, projector, light bulb, solar pump, electric mosquito repellent, electronic door opener, erythromycin, laptop, television, stove, steamboat, aircraft propellers, burglar alarm, vestibule, modular housing, and fire truck called Patriot. Okay, so which of these inventions are you familiar with? And we're going to talk about at least five of these famous inventions, and then we're going also to discuss what is its importance in our lives. Okay, so we're going to get back to this word list. So let's have the next page. Okay, so let's talk about the Wright brothers. So the Wright brothers, Orville Wright, was born on August 19, 1871 until January 30, 1948, and his brother Wilbur Wright, okay, was born on April 16, 1867 and died on May 30, 1912. So they are American aviation pioneers credited with inventing, building, and flying the world's first successful airplane. So sila pala yung dahilan bakit meron tayong mga airplane ngayon, no? At bakit itong mga airplane nito ay laging may mga piece of fare. Alright, so we are going to give them credit for their one of really important inventions in the world, no? And because of this brother, so we are we are able to travel from one place to another in just a matter of minutes, hours, and days, 'di ba? So nung hindi pa na-discover ang airplane, napakatagal, no? Parang it takes months, no? Especially from kapag malayong lugar yung tina-travel, and by sea lang yung ginagamit nila. So it will take them months before makarating sa patutunguhan nila. But because of the Wright brothers, uh, they pave way, no, para maging mas mabilis yung transportation natin from one place to another. And they achieved this milestone with the Wright Flyer, no, ito yung tinawag nila sa kanilang aircraft, on December 17, 1903, marking the beginning of the pioneer era of aviation. So, after their invention, the rest is history for aviation. Ang dami ng nagsunod-sunod na mga invention, no, at pina ganda, kumbaga ni-level up pa nila, no, yung kanilang mga inventions. And what we are having today, no, yung mga airplanes natin, mga airbuses, it is because of the Wright brothers. And Of course, we also have the jeepney, no? The jeepney was invented by Leonardo Salvador Sarao, the founder and owner of Sarao Motors, a company famous for designing, manufacturing, and selling the jeepney in the Philippines. Leonardo Salvador Sarao played a significant role in creating this iconic mode of transportation. So, only in the Philippines. So, ito yung ating public transportation o public mode of transportation. And of course, di ba, naging maingay, no? Yung ating, ito, no? Yung mga issue tungkol sa jeepney because of the more modernization, no? The government wanted to modernize the jeepney to lessen the pollution. No? Gusto nilang i-upgrade yung ating jeepney, no, para ma-lessen maging electric jeep and other modern jeeps pa, no. Hindi lang siya electric but kumbaga i-modernize na yung ating jeep because yun nga isang paraan para ma-lessen yung pollution and at the same time, no, marami na rin talagang mga jeep na lumang-luma pero hindi naman ibig sabihin ay hindi na sila serviceable. But then, no, kailangan din nating i-prioritize yung safety ng ating commuters. But also, we also have to take care naman of our jeepney drivers because they also have families, no, to feed. And hindi rin ganun kadali na basta-basta i-phase out yung ating mga jeepneys. And it is because, no, we're going to give credit to our very own Leonardo Salvador Sarao for this iconic mode of transportation. So, isa to sa mga ginagawang symbol, no, ng Philippines, our own jeepney. Alright, next we have the telephone invented by Alexander Graham Bell. The telephone fundamentally changed how people communicate over long distances. It laid the foundation for future advancements in telecommunications and paved the way for the interconnected world we live in today. So we're going to give credit and give thanks to Sir Alexander Graham Bell because without his invention, paano kaya yung communication natin? It started with a simple telephone and now, grabe ng evolution, no, and innovation ng communication natin. From this type of telephone, as what you are seeing, hanggang sa cellphone na lang ginagamit natin. And yung cellphone natin is, it's like, lahat ng bagay pwede na natin gawin doon, di ba? So, gaming, no, camera, video conferencing, no, surfing, lahat na talaga pwede nating gawin. And it is because of the invention of Alexander Graham Bell. So imagine, yung magsusulat ka ng letter papunta sa from one country to another, it will took them months bago ma-receive. That's why ang daming mga OFWs natin na homesick talaga, no? Kasi ang kumbaga walang way to communicate but through letter during those times, no? During the early 80s, 70s, ganyan. And napakahirap, no, mawalay sa pamilya. We all know that. But today, because we have the power of the internet and the Wi-Fi, parang kahit nasa dulo ng mundo yung kamag-anak natin, it's just one click away, 'di ba? Isang pindot lang, no, makakapag-video call na tayo sa ating mahal sa buhay and hindi natin halos maramdaman na napakalayo nila sa atin, 'di ba? And we should give thanks again to Alexander Graham Bell, who paved way for the interconnected world we live in today. Okay, this time we have Dr. Fe Del Mundo, our very own Filipino scientist, national scientist. So designed a prize-winning low-cost incubator made of bamboo. It's cheap and easy to make since bamboo is found in barrio. This simple incubator has saved many lives. So alam naman natin, no? Yung importance ng incubator sa ating mga babies, no, when they were born. So some of them and most of them, no, kailangan ng incubators. But what if, no, kapag nanganak ka sa isang baryo and aminin natin sa hindi naman lahat ng baryos natin ay naabot no ng medical facility na high-tech, hindi ba? So, Dr. Fred Del Mundo has even designed an incubator made of bamboo. It can be easily made for rural communities where sophisticated equipment are not available. Ayan. So, karamihan talaga sa ating mga kababayan, no, ay nasasawi o binabawian ng buhay hindi dahil sa sobrang karamdaman. It is because those facilities na kailangan for kumbaga sa hospital is not available in their community. And ito yung isa sa mga masakit na katotohanan na until now we are facing, ano? Hindi lahat ay kayang abutin no ng sophisticated medical equipments, no? And then Dr. Fe Del Mundo also improvised the bamboo radiant warmer and a phototherapy device for jaundice in the neonate. So, ganun kahalaga yung contribution ni Dr. Fe Del Mundo. So, para maabot no, yung mga far-flung areas natin just to save many lives. And of course, we also have the invention of karaoke has significantly influenced the entertainment industry globally. Roberto Del Rosario, the Filipino inventor of the karaoke machine, patented this innovation, contributing to its widespread popularity in the Philippines. Today, karaoke is a global entertainment phenomenon enjoyed by people of all ages in various settings such as bars, online platforms, and homes. Okay, so since tayo mga Pilipino ay napakahilig kumanta, no? Masaya, malungkot, galit, kahit na anong emotions, no? Nire-release natin 'yan sa pamamagitan ng pagkanta. It doesn't matter kung maganda yung boses mo or hindi kagandahan, basta mailabas natin yung ating emotion through karaoke, hindi ba? Yun nga lang, may iba na sumusobra, no? Hindi nila malimit yung karaoke nila. Kaya kung merong mga barangay ordinance na naghihigpit na that until 10 p.m. lang yung karaoke, no? So, we need to give credit this to Roberto Del Rosario na because of his invention, nakilala ito sa global entertainment. Even yung mga famous singers around the world, no, they are very fond of this karaoke. And hindi namimili yung paggamit ng karaoke. Mayaman ka man, mahirap ka man, ordinary people, lahat gumagamit, no? And we really enjoyed and we love singing in the karaoke. Okay, so next you have Agapito Flores, the man behind the reason why the world becomes brighter. A Filipino inventor who is known for his funnel of the fluorescent light tube. Inventions. Fluorescent light, one of the most commonly used lighting device in the world. Yan. So, Agapito Flores invented the fluorescent light tube, which is widely used for lighting purposes. Yan. So, he is one of the founders, no? Kumbaga sa paggamit ng fluorescent light. And we are very thankful for Sir Agapito Flores for this invention. All right. Okay, so now what is our lesson purpose? So at the end of the lesson, the learners will be able to, of course, classify some of the inventions in terms of the areas of human life this has improved or helped. Okay, so these inventions, hindi siya ginawa dahil lang wala lang, no? May purpose ang mga inventions na to. And of course, lagi kasama dyan is to improve the quality of life that we have. 'Di ba? Lahat ng inventions, wala yung iniisip na iba kung hindi to improve, no? Mas gawing magaan yung quality ng buhay na meron tayo. Mas pagaanin ang trabaho natin, mas gawing ligtas tayo, mas mapabilis yung ating mga gawain at iba pa. So, and dun yung and these are the things that we're going to talk about. No? Ano ba yung tulong na ibinigay ng inventions na to, how it helped us, no, in our everyday life. So, before this invention, anong klase ng buhay meron ba tayo? And after this invention was made, ano na ba yung nabago nito sa buhay natin? Paano tayo natulungan ng inventions na ito? And we're going to classify kung which category magfo-fall yung invention. So, sa anong bahagi ba ng buhay ng isang tao no nakatulong ang inventions na ito? Okay, so let's have our first activity. So you can get your bag and pull out at least 15 things you carried today. Wow, maka 15 things ka ba? Or at least 10, no? And list those you have identified. So for example, you have your notebook, pencil, and book. You have also your wallet and coins, and you also have your fan and umbrella. Okay, perhaps you also have your, um, for example, you also have your comb. Yung meron ka ring panali ng buhok. If you're a girl, you also have your powder. You also have your lip tint. Wow, lip tint. Okay, so example lang naman yon. Now, group the objects into at least 3 groups. Okay, so you can have your groupings with you. Can you classify, no? Ano ba sa tingin niyo magkakasama na pwedeng magkakasama sa mga gamit ninyo? And then when you are done, share it with your seatmate and make a drawing. An example would be, no? Explain why you group the things you have in your bags that way. Each of you will have different ways and reasons for doing it. So, actually, iba-iba, no? Yung paraan ninyo ng pag-group depende kung paano nyo sila classify. So, for example, magkakasama yung notebooks nyo, pencils, books, and ball pens, no? If you also have your highlighters with you, rulers, so feeling mo isang group sila. And then you have your wallet, your coins, your paper bills. Okay, so what else? So you have also your coin purse, isang set sila, halimbawa. Then, as I've said a while ago, meron kang suklay, meron kang pulbo, you have your cologne, you have your gel for the boys or yung wax. So, magkakasama sila, no? And you're going to explain why you group the things that you have in your bags that way. And yun nga, you have your own reasons why you group them that way. Now, for this week, you will try to classify or group the different inventions into what area of human life this will be beneficial. Yan. So, napakarami nung ating inventions, no? Mula sa pinaka smallest use, pwede natin siyang gamitin, no? To improve the quality of our life hanggang sa napakalaking mga inventions, no? And we're going to classify and categorize them into different areas in which they will be beneficial in our lives. Okay, now we have here, what's the word? So choose from the list below the words described. So write your answers in your science notebooks. So please take note of these words. Okay, and we're going to classify them and describe them. So perhaps we can use this as the categories or classifications that we can use to classify the different inventions. Okay, so we have here health, transportation, education, agriculture, household, communication, and entertainment. Okay, now let's have the description. Number 1, it is the movement of people and goods from one place to another. So ano kaya sa tingin niyo? What do you think is the answer? Okay, so it is, I think it's, what's your answer? It's transportation. Alright, so I'm going to give you the list of the correct answer later on. Number 2, it is the gathering of information about the world and oneself. Okay, so pag-gather ng information that is very useful to you, to the world, and of course, to oneself. So that is education. Number 3, it is a state of complete physical, mental, and social being, not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So we call that health, no? Complete physical and mental, social well-being, no? Okay ka, wala kang sakit, absence of disease. Okay, for number 4, it includes both growing and harvesting crops and raising animals for livestock. So that is agriculture. Number 5, it is when people exchange various forms of meaning, such as ideas and information. through a common system of symbols. So, kapag nakikipag-communicate tayo, exchanging meanings, no, yung words, it has meanings. So we call that communication. Number six, it is a form of activity that holds the attention and interest of an audience or gives pleasure and delight. So that is entertainment. And number seven, it refers to a family or group of people living together. Ayan. So that is, we call that a household. Now, can you double check if your answers are correct? All right. So there you go. Congratulations for getting the correct answers for that activity. Now let's have the day 2. And let's have some group activities for this day. Now, can you remember this list that we had yesterday? So I told you to remember the list of the words that we had because we're going to use that throughout the week. Now, what other inventions do we want to be added to this list? No, pwede natin i-add yung mga nabanggit natin like the karaoke a while ago, or yung diniscuss natin, and still there these are the list of inventions that we had. Now, the teacher would like you to share with your seatmates two of these inventions you found very important to you personally and why. So you need to pick or choose two from this list, no, na sa tingin mo importante sa iyo, no, na invent, no? Ano yung kumbaga most important inventions for you na nakita mo dito sa list na to, and why did you choose that? No? And then be ready to share with the class, and the teacher will give you 5 minutes for this. And you can also do the activity 2 in the worksheet, classifying inventions. I think that will be on the next page. And answer the guide questions found at the end of the worksheet. So for example, para sa'yo, no, ang pinakamahalaga is your laptop. Why? Because it is very handy compared to the personal computer. So you can study and work anywhere, no, at any time, at any given place. So para sa'yo, pinaka-importanting na invent is yung laptop. For some, for example, para naman sa iba, ang pinakamahalaga is yung aircraft, especially for those who love traveling. No? Because of the airplane or the aircraft, they can visit a lot of place in just one day. No? Kaya nilang magpunta kung saan-saan because of the aircraft. And yun yung isang example. Another example is perhaps gusto mo yung television because it gives you entertainment, right? No, kumbaga nalilibang ka kapag nanonood ka ng TV. So something like that. Okay, or electronic mosquito repellent because you live in a place na maraming mosquito. Or kapag yung time na katulad ng tag-ulan na mas maraming lamok, no? So the electric or electronic mosquito repellent is very important. So that is another example. Okay, for this group work, I want you to go back to those list of words and try to do this with your group mates. Classify. Okay, for this one, you'll be grouped into 7 groups. A leader will be assigned to draw the area to report to the class, or your teacher may modify this one. Okay, your group will report the category assigned to you, or you're going to present this one in front. The groups must also check if they have the same classification output. When the reporting is done, the teacher will give a summary and ask you to share answers with your group mates. So, of course, our teachers are very creative. They can modify this one to make this activity more interesting. But this time, I'm going to help you. So, I also have here some list, no? Na kung saan pwede nyo ilagay. But of course, our teachers are very good with this. They can also add to that list that we had a while ago, no, yung mga important invention. So for entertainment, I listed karaoke, sinama ko na. For household, of course, what we have are refrigerator, stove, plastic cup, light bulb, electronic door opener, burglar alarm. TV can do so, but we can also put the television in under entertainment. So for agriculture, we have the solar pump. Education, of course, laptop and projector. Or in communication, you can also put laptop kung dyan nag-video conferencing. And of course, the cell phone. So transportation, we have a lot. So we have the plane, steamboat, jeepney, fire truck, and aircraft propellers. And for under health, we also have the erythromycin and the electronic mosquito repellent. Okay, and if the teacher gave you a lot of more than those listed in the list, so you can also categorize that according to these groups. Okay, now, how does the use of inventions help people in different areas of life? No, paano ba nakakatulong tong mga invention na ito, no, sa buhay ng mga mamamayan or tao? Okay, so let's have a quick discussion about this one. Okay, so the use of inventions has helped people in various areas of life in significant ways. So, of course, in terms of communication, in the field of communication, inventions like the telephone and internet have connected people across the globe, enabling instant communication and access to information. So, dati ang hirap-hirap maghanap ng information. We all have those types of books, no, from almanac to encyclopedias, no, to dictionaries to thesaurus, and napakadami nating books, no, because we don't have this kind of internet connection. But because of this, because of this innovation in communication, one click lang, nandyan na lahat sa harap natin yung information na kailangan natin. It's just that we need to screen din, and to filter which one to believe. Kasi syempre, hindi naman lahat ng nakikita natin sa net ay totoo. But because of this invention, naging madali yung communication, especially to those families who have their parents working abroad, no? Napakadali na para sa kanila na makipag-communicate. In fact, kahit nasa ibang bansa sila, pwede nilang ma-monitor yung kanilang mga anak sa bahay via CCTV cameras, no? So, napaka talaga ng innovation, yung bilis ng technology natin because of this inventions. So that is for communication. And for healthcare, of course, inventions such as medical imaging technology and life-saving medications have improved diagnosis and treatment, ultimately saving lives. Yan. Dati, napakatagal bago makapag-create, no, makapag-discover ng vaccines. But recently, we had COVID-19, di ba? And it took them how many months lang, no, para mag-come up with a vaccine to fight COVID-19. So, ganun ka huhusay yung ating mga scientists to come up with a vaccine para kontrahin because grabe yung dinulot ng COVID-19. Napakaraming buhay niyang kinuha sa atin. And kumbaga isa yun sa mga worst pandemic na naranasan, of course, natin because yung mga earlier pandemics ay hindi naman natin yun naranasan. But this one, yung recent COVID-19, di ba, it restricted us sa ating mga bahay. Hindi tayo pinalabas, no? Talagang na-lockdown tayo sa ating mga bahay. And itong innovation na yun, yung mga discoveries na mga vaccines, ay malaking tulong talaga, no, sa atin. Okay. And of course, hindi lang doon, no, yung mga diseases na untreatable before, ngayon ay nagagamot na, no? So, because of these inventions. For transportation, inventions like cars, trains, and airplanes have made travel faster and more convenient, connecting people and goods efficiently. 'Di ba? Dati barko-barko lang, ngayon airplane na kaagad. And dati we need to shop, no? Because nga naapektuhan ng pandemic, imbes na magsha-shop pa sa malls, no? Ngayon online na lang ang selling. And of course, yung transportation, yung delivery niya ay mas mabilis because of yung mga motorcycles. Okay, next we have the appliances. Additionally, in everyday tasks, Inventions like household appliances have simplified chores, making life more comfortable and convenient. Syempre, ito yung pinaka laging nakakatulong sa atin sa pang-araw-araw nating buhay, no? Especially sa buhay ng ating mga mommies because nagiging mas madali yung kanilang paglilinis, no? It will take them lesser time to clean the house because of the appliances. Lalo na may mga vacuums, no? May mga electric sweeper na tayo na iikot na lang siya to sweep around. We also have our washing machine. Dati wala namang yung ginagamit para magplansya ng damit. But today may mga inventions na ganon, no? Medyo pricey lang talaga pero isasalang mo na lang yung damit and then paglabas, planchado na, nakatiklop ka, no? And of course, the refrigerators to para ma-freeze yung ating mga pagkain, no? Para magamit natin siya or makonsume natin siya for a longer period of time. And a whole lot more. Alright, overall inventions have transformed how we live, work, and interact with the world around us. Okay. So, no, ngayon nauuso na yung mga AI, no? And, no, masyado nang nagiging mabilis yung pacing ng technology and innovation. Now, we need to cope up with them. Kasi pag hindi, baka hindi na kailangan ng manual labor, no? Puro gadgets na lang ang gagamitin. But then, of course, napaka-unreplaceable pa rin ng human being. Alright? Okay, let's go to day 3 and this time we're going to talk about life before and after innovation. Okay, so of course, kailan natin ma-appreciate yung innovation or in mga inventions if we look at how we live before and after these inventions. Okay. Life before many modern inventions was markedly indifferent and often more challenging. So here are some aspects of life before key inventions. All right, before we have limited communication. Okay, before the invention of the telephone, telegraph, and the internet, communication over long distances was slow and unreliable. Messages were often delivered by messengers, horseback, or mail, taking days, weeks, or even months. Manual labor. Without machinery and automation, most work was done manually. Agriculture, construction, and manufacturing required significant physical labor and time. For healthcare, medical knowledge and technology were limited. Many diseases that are now treatable or preventable were often fatal. Surgery and treatments were rudimentary, and anesthesia was not available until the mid-19th century. Oh my God. Imagine, inooperahan ka without anesthesia. Grabe. I can't imagine yung pain, no, na pwede mong maramdaman without anesthesia. Okay? And for those who are giving birth via cesarean section, 'di ba? Grabe ang pain. So we are very thankful talaga for the invention of the anesthesia. Okay, for travel and transportation, travel was slow and arduous. People relied on walking, horses, or simple boats. The invention of the steam engine, automobiles, and airplanes revolutionized transportation, making long-distance travel faster and more accessible. Limited access to information. So before the printing press, books were copied by hand, making them rare and expensive. Mahal kasi kokopyahin mo pala handwritten yung mga books. 'Di ba? Effort kung effort. Knowledge was passed orally or through limited written text, restricting education and literacy. Yung books, 'di ba? Ang hirap makakuha ng books kasi very limited yung sources. Why? Because people copy, no? Handwritten copy yung gagawin for you to have a book. And so, napaka-mahal nun, di ba? Gaano ba kakapal yung libro? And gaano kahirap magsulat ng isang buong libro manually. Okay, household conveniences. Yan, daily chores were labor-intensive. Washing clothes, yes. Cooking and cleaning. No, sa paglalaba ng ating mga nanay, pag nakakamay, kulang ang 1 oras sa paglalaba. Pagluluto at paglilinis, no, were time-consuming without modern appliances like washing machines, stoves, and vacuum cleaners. Kapag may automatic washing machine ka, or simply washing machine, no, hahayaan mo lang dyan. Habang naglalaba yung washing machine mo, nagluluto ka, no, or pwede kang may iba pang magawang bagay. So after these inventions, inventors bring wide range of benefits to society. They can improve efficiency, simplify tasks, no? Napapadali at napapasimple nila yung trabaho, enhance communication, and even save lives. For example, inventions like the internet have revolutionized how we access information and connect with others globally. Medical inventions have led to advancements in healthcare, allowing for better treatments and longer life expectancy. So, mas humahaba ang buhay kasi mas maraming mga tawag dito, mga inventions. Actually, for some hospital, meron na silang robot na yung ginagamit nila. But then, to parang to operate, no, para mag-opera. Pero kumbaga ang nag-ooperate pa rin naman nung robot is doctor, no. But then ganun na kagaling, no. Laser na lang, via laser yung operation. And then medical innovation have led to advancements in healthcare, allowing for better treatments and longer life expectancy. Overall, inventions contribute to progress and make our lives easier and more convenient. All right. So for day 4, we have here some um activity, no? We have here a table. So can you list the invention and can you describe what is life before this invention and what is life? No, how does your life improved after the invention? Okay, for example, telephone. Nung wala pang telephone, anong klaseng buhay ba meron tayo? How do we receive messages? How we receive and give messages? And after this invention, ano na ba yung naging tulong ng telephone sa atin? And a whole lot more. So for today, we'll explore some accidental inventions and how this has benefited us these days. So watch the video, Accidental Inventions. You can't imagine your life without you. Okay, so I'm going to put the link of this video at the description box. And kung magpi-play naman siya after this slide is much better. Okay? And then you're going to answer, or you're going to list the objects and how these objects has benefited us these days.
The stick caught fire, and that's how he came upon this brilliant idea to make life easier in the world with no electricity. He started making and selling these cardboard matches, which he later replaced.
Okay, I'll just skip it. I'll just put the link in the description box. And I would like you to share at least 3 to 15 accidental inventions with your family members. Take note of their reactions to your sharing. And for your reflection and learning, if you are to invent something, which issue or problem will you try to address? All right, and this ends our week-long lesson for Science for Week 2. Thank you for watching and thank you for staying with me throughout our lesson. So this is Teacher Isa. I hope to be with you again, and I hope you're going to be with me on the next week. Thank you and bye-bye!